Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're talking about the upcoming Fatesworn expansion for Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. Now, originally this thing was announced alongside the announcement of the remaster of the game and was said to be coming in early 2021, but obviously we are currently in late 2021 and haven't seen or even heard much in relation to when Fatesworn will be releasing. So the question is, where is it? And why has it been pretty much radio silence about the DLC without any announcements of a delay or much new information about it? So let's cover what we know so far and what new information we've more recently learned, and then we'll talk about some speculation as to when it will likely be coming. So as we know, THQ Nordic purchased the rights to Kingdoms of Amalur IP a few years ago, and then they released the remaster of the game in September 2020. What came alongside this announcement was the surprise of an announcement for a new DLC that would be coming to the game titled Fatesworn. The team that developed this remaster is also the same team that developed other remasters for THQ Nordic, such as Darksiders War Mastered Edition, Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered, and a few other games, so they have at least a little bit of experience under their belt, even if it is mostly remastered games for THQ. What will be the most interesting is seeing how this team does at creating brand new content for a game that originally released almost 10 years ago. Kingdoms of Amalur's two previous DLCs, both Teeth of Narrows and Dead Kell, are far more of a deviation from the main storyline and tell more separate side stories, but THQ Nordic has said that Fatesworn will instead be more of a continuation of the main game story and be like an epilogue for the game. The plot will continue to have more information regarding the player's resurrection from the Well of Souls and the aftermath of our character unraveling destiny in the end of the game as the Fateless One. And according to THQ, Fatesworn will add roughly 5 hours of gameplay, but hopefully more than that if we factor in side quests. But 5 to 10 hours is roughly what Dead Kell's and Teeth of Narrows provided, so I'd imagine it would be around their size as well. Now, the most recent news we have received on the game came from their official Twitter page about a month ago, sharing a screenshot of an area in Fatesworn titled Gale Crossing. THQ went on to provide some more information on the Gale Crossing area, giving us a little bit of lore. Centuries ago, Gale Crossing was an integral stop of the bustling trade route known as Sativa Road, a treacherous passage over the mountains that brought wealth and industry to a region once considered unlivable. After a series of catastrophic foreign wars, the price of sativa fiber dropped dramatically, devastating the sativa industry and gutting the region's importance as a source of this once valuable reagent. Despite these tragedies, Gale Crossing remains a crucial junction for travelers hoping to pass safely through Eldrith Mountains. So it's pretty cool lore about the upcoming area in the game, but most importantly, they also mentioned in the tweet that they are wrapping up the final stages of production. Now, this is pretty great news to hear, that they're close to wrapping up development, but it still doesn't confirm a release date or let us know when it can be expected to release. My hope is that it still releases in 2021, maybe December time would be my best guess. I can't imagine it launching any sooner, especially without an announcement yet. But if it does get pushed back to 2022, then I think either a February or a March release sounds pretty plausible as well. There's been a few weapons and armor pieces from Fatesworn that have been data mined in the game's files, and even the potential for a New Game Plus mode that would release with the expansion. And I really do hope we see a New Game Plus mode because it is one of the few features missing right now in the game that I think everyone could really appreciate. Now, the sales of Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning seem to perform pretty well, all things considered, selling roughly 250,000 copies in its first week. So hopefully this will encourage THQ to continue the series and finally bring us a long-awaited sequel. I believe there's been a few tweets from the developers kind of hinting towards that, so hopefully that is true. Because Kingdoms of Amalur is one of my favorite RPG games, and I couldn't be more excited for Fatesworn, so new content set in the world of Amalur is something I've waited for 9 years, so I really hope that Fatesworn delivers, and I do really hope that we see a sequel someday. Also, there was a somewhat recent Switch port of the game, so if you haven't picked it up on PC or console yet, maybe pick it up on the Switch, as I've heard good things about the port. And it kind of seems like a cool game to play on the go. I don't know why. It feels like the right kind of game to be on a Switch. But that's all the information we have for now, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. And let me know your thoughts about Fatesworn in the comments section. Leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and I will see you all in the next one.